Good morning, students. This is redox reactions. Actually, redox reaction, that is oxidation reduction reactions, are one of the most important types of reactions. We encounter in different areas of chemistry like environmental, biological, medical, agricultural. All those redox reaction takes place. Oxidation and reductions are two distinct reactions. Neither can take place independently. They are always occur together. Hence, the reaction involving them are called redox reaction. In a redox reaction, two species react with each other in a manner that one gets reduced and other gets oxidized. Suppose if A plus B is combined, it will get a product as a reduced product of A and oxidized product of B. So A is reduced to reduced product of A and B is oxidized to oxidized product of B. The species which causes oxidation of another is called an oxidizing agent or an oxidant, and one that causes the reduction of another, a reducing agent or a reductant. Thus, in the above reaction, A is oxidizing agent or oxidant and B is reducing agent or the reductant. So, in a redox reaction, a reducing agent is oxidized and an oxidizing agent is simultaneously reduced. So, in earlier definitions, oxidation reductions, for example, carbon react with oxygen to form carbon dioxide, that is oxidized. Fe3O4, magnetite oxide plus hydrogen gives Fe plus H2O. In this, iron is reduced and hydrogen is oxidized. Burning of methane, CH4 plus O2 gives CO2 plus H2O. In this, methane is oxidized, carbon is oxidized, and removal of hydrogen is the burning of a hydrocarbon in air. So, the addition of an electronegative element to a substance or the removal of an electropositive element from a substance is oxidation. And the removal of electronegative element from a substance or the addition of an electropositive element from the substance is reduction. So when you see that in this oxidation and reduction reaction, electropositive element, electronegative element is important. So oxidation is addition of electronegative element. For example, magnesium plus fluorine converted into magnesium fluoride. So here we are adding fluorine. So that is oxidation. Removal of electronegative element is comes under reduction. HGO on heating give Hg plus O2. Here O is the electronegative element, so we are removing O from HGO. So this is reduction. Removal of an electropositive element, that also comes under oxidation. Hg2Cl2 mercury chloride plus Cl2 gives HgCl2. Here one chlorine we are removing. So that is oxidation. Addition of electropositive element. O2 plus Na gives Na2O. Here we are adding Na2O. So this is addition of electropositive element comes under reduction. So these are all the different versions of reduction and oxidation. Oxidation number. Oxidation state of an atom is a given species is expressed in terms of number, either positive or negative, called oxidation number. It is a number of electrons over which an atom lose or gain partial or full control in the species as compared to the atom in the elemental state. So the oxidation number is positive if the atom lose control and negative if it gain control over electrons. So you know that one element will leave the electron, another element will accept the electron. Even though in covalent bond also, one element either both are sharing, you know that one is sharing, another one is sharing, means one will electron will go to other element very nearer. So this another element will have the control on the electron. So which element is leaving the electron, that is electropositive, which element is holding that electron, that is electronegative. So it is the that is known as oxidation number. So if it is oxidation number is positive if the atom lose control over the electron, and if it is negative it gains control over the electrons. So when an atom combines with another which has differently electronegativity, there is a shift of electron control from less electronegative to a more electronegative atom. This is very important point. An atom combined with another which different electronegativity, there is a shift of electron control from less electronegative to a more electronegative atom. The shift of electron control is partial if the bond between the atom is covalent, and full if bond between the atom is ionic. Thus, of the two atoms bonded to each other, the less electronegative atom exists in a positive oxidation state, and the more electronegative atom in a negative oxidation state. For example, you take the example of PCl3, phosphorus trichloride. Phosphorus being less electronegative than chlorine loses partial control over 3 electrons in 3 phosphorus and chlorine bond, and each chlorine gain partial control over 1 electron over the above. The electron control of the atom in elemental state. So the oxidation state of phosphorus is +3. Why +3? Because it has less control over 3 electrons. And the chlorine in oxidation number is -1 because chlorine accepting that electron. It has the control over that electron. So this chlorine is -1. So in an ionic compound like sodium chloride, and sodium atom loses one electron completely to chlorine, and hence the oxidation state of sodium is +1 and chlorine is -1. Correct? So in covalent bond and ionic bond both have positive and negative ions. So to determine the oxidation number of an atom in a species, we do not go to whether there's lose or gain of electron, control is partial or complete. Then to simplify the problem, we can treat all these bond species as ionic, just work out of the loss or gain of electrons for finding the oxidation state. So while writing the oxidation state, the structure is important, and you should know that which is more electronegative, how many electrons it is losing. So thus the oxidation state of an atom is the charge it would possess had all the bond present in the species been ionic. So the oxidation state of an atom is the charge it would possess had all the bond present in this species is ionic, being ionic. In other words, the oxidation state of an atom in a given species is the total charge of atom may be considered to possess if all other atoms are removed from the species with their usual charges. So one element, if it is combined with other element, this oxidation state will differ. Suppose oxidation state of SO2. Sulfur in XO2 is +4 because removal of 2 oxygen atom. At the same time, when it is combining with other element, that oxidation state will change. So here oxidation state of sulfur, H2SO5. How to calculate the oxidation state of particular element? Here for hydrogen, you know this is +1. So how many hydrogen are there? 2. So X plus 2. X you want to find out. You have to calculate the oxidation number of sulfur, that is considered as X. Oxygen, you know, it is -2. So how many oxygen atoms are there? 5. So 5 into -2 -10. So you have to calculate for x. That is yes. So x plus 2 minus 10 is equal to 0. So x is equal to plus 8. So in this oxidation state of sulfur is plus 8. In the redox reaction, another one example they are given, Br3O8. In this, what is the oxidation state of bromine? What will be the oxidation state of bromine? 3s minus 16 equal to 0, x equal to 16 by 3. 4 point something. So oxidation state of chlorine in CaOCl2. In this, 2 chlorine atoms are there. So that oxidation state is minus, that is plus 2 minus 2 plus 2x equal to 0, that is x equal to 0. So this is the way we are calculating oxidation number. But what happened? This oxidation state of particular element will differ. So we have to calculate the oxidation state of particular element by using its structure. Look at this. Change of an atom in a species. Here hydrogen chloride is there. Hydrogen, both are negative ion, but what happens? Hydrogen will change to plus 1 by leaving the control of one electron. So chlorine has the control on that electron, so it gain -1. So hydrogen is less electronegative, chlorine is more electronegative than hydrogen. So in a covalent bond assign -1 to move electronegative atom, plus 1 is lesser electronegative atom. So next you see that another example, H2O. In this also hydrogen is having less electronegative, oxygen have more electronegative. So the charge for oxygen is -2, charge for hydrogen is +1. So this is the way we have to calculate the oxidation state by using this structure. Look at this example of sulfur dioxide, SO2. Sulfur is there, 2 oxygen is there. What happened to oxygen? Oxygen has 2 electron towards sulfur. So sulfur is having more electronegative. Oxygen is sulfur is having less electronegative than oxygen. So what happened? Sulfur will turns to +2 and another one near oxygen here +2. So oxygen will turns to -2. Here oxygen will turns to -2. So together sulfur atom has +4 charges. Oxygen have -2 charges. So this is the oxidation state. In a covalent bond, assign -1 for removal of electronegative atom, +1 for less electronegative atom. Here down it is given, see, fluorine, oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine, bromine, iodine, sulfur, fluorine, hydrogen. This is the order of electronegative atom. So here fluorine has more electronegative than oxygen, than nitrogen. Nitrogen and chlorine have similar electronegative. Bromine, iodine, sulfur, carbon and hydrogen. So this electronegative order you can note down. This will help you to identify all those less electronegative, more electronegative element while writing the structure. Look at here, sulfur H2SO4. This is a structure for H2SO4. S is there, around 4 oxygen atom and hydrogen atom. You know hydrogen is +1, oxygen is -2 and sulfur is here. One oxygen is combined with single bond, another one oxygen combined with single bond, another 2 more oxygen with double bond. So double bond means it will get +2 charges. So 2 double bonds are there, so +4 charges, and 2 single bond is there, so +2 charges. Together it will be having the charge of +6. Sulfur oxidation state is +6. So to write the oxidation state compulsory we should learn the structure. Structure is very important. Look at this oxidation state of manganese here, KMnO4. For K you know that is plus, oxygen you know that is minus for single atom, double bond it is -2, and for single bond it is -1. So when you draw the structure Mn, double bond with 3 oxygen, single bond with 1 oxygen and Ka. So when you see this structure, manganese will gain 3 plus 2 charges from 3 oxygen atom and 1 plus 1 charge from 1 oxygen atom. So it will be having plus 7 oxidation state. Manganese is the highest oxidation state element. Oxidation state of manganese in KMnO4 is plus 7. Here this oxidation state of, could you calculate the oxidation state for the phosphorus in given structure? H3PO4, H3PO3, H3PO2. You calculate and find out the oxidation state of phosphorus in all those given structure for this compound. You know that phosphorus double bond means 2 electrons, single bond means 1 electron, which is having less electronegative, which is having less negative, positive you have to find out. Electropositive means it will have plus charge, electronegative means it will have minus charge. So calculate and send children.